Hey, good afternoon. It's Jeremiah Affordable Mobility Solutions doing a quick video of our 2020 Ford Transit. These are one-of-a-kind videos. We're the only dealer in the entire country that does these videos. Yes, we want to sell you a van, but we want to sell you a van that you can use that works for you. This is a rear entry brawn conversion. Super simple to use. Got the unlock buttons here. Flip these out. Got our magnets down here to keep the doors in place. And if you get a windy day, they'll certainly help. Just like so. This is a very hard to find high top roof, extra headroom in there. So to get the conversion to work, the lift, gotta have the ignition on. No, the van doesn't have to be on. Ignition on, emergency brake set, flip the on button. If those three things aren't done, this lift will not work. Got all lighting here for safety and to be ADA compliant. Two-stage lift here. We hit the unfold button, folds down, 33.5 inches wide on the lift, 800-pound weight capacity. So it'll stop here. Now we hit the down button. 68 inches of headroom coming inside the van, and then 77 inches of room once you're inside the van. If I'm doing my math right, a person 6 feet 5 inches can stand straight up in this van, no problem. Tons of headroom. Folds down there on the lift. Put the remote back right there. Got handles on both sides. Just seat belt for safety as well. Got an upgraded Q-strength tie downs. Our competitors are going to charge you $800 to upgrade to those. Make sure you compare apples to apples. Make sure you ask about that. And you got the vents in the rear for all your passengers in the rear to stay comfortable. Only 3,945 cycles on this lift, so still a fairly young life on the lift. Cup holders in the back as well. Plug-ins for electronics. A few small little scrapes there to be expected on these vans. This little wheelchairs moving around back here. Seats 11, folks. Got the black leather seating, very nice, very comfortable. These seats can be moved around if you need to. If you want us to change the seating arrangement, maybe make room for a second wheelchair or something like that, talk to us and we can do so affordably. So all the seats are in great shape. Dash is in great shape as well. No cracks or holes in the dash. Get your little extra storage room up top. Rear air controls there as well. Got the interlock system. For those of you that are familiar with that, what that is, basically if the doors are open, the van won't move, a safety feature. I got a couple scrapes up here, all right? Hope you can see in our videos, I am trying to shoot you straight. I am not trying to portray this as a perfect van. A little bit of wear there on the armrest. If you want us to get this replaced on your dime, let me know. We'd be happy to do so. Pop out the side door here. Got a nice safety step there. Get your handle for getting in and out. Help your passengers. And just showing you the layout here, just a little different angle of everything as well. So when you get everybody situated and secured, come back out. We're gonna reverse the process. And I do all this to show you everything works great. We're gonna hit the up button here. Even have our triangles over there if you ever need those. And this is a brawn conversion, so it can be serviced to any brawn dealer in the entire country. Beware, some of the big box stores, they're gonna try to trick you. They're gonna tell you, oh, you have to buy from us here at Mobility Works so we can service this vehicle anywhere in the country for you folks. That's simply not true. Any brawn dealer can service these. And any dealer would be happy to service these. That's how the service industry, that's how they make most of their money. If you want to know how car dealerships work, so don't be tricked into overspending $10,000 on your next van. That's simply not true. They're just trying to justify their high prices. Don't fall for it. Tinted windows. Got the dually tires back here. We got 6 brand new tires on this vehicle. 6 of them. All 6 are 100% brand new. Probably don't even have 20 miles on them yet. To do my walk around here. Very nice, very clean. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you this is a perfect van, but it's not far from it. It's super clean, very well taken care of. And I will show you if I see any small blemishes or anything like that. And you hear me talk all the time, how we can save you $5,000 on your wheelchair accessible vans. How we do it, it's simple, it's low overhead. I started this company 13 years ago with one goal in mind: produce the highest quality wheelchair vans in the country at the absolute lowest prices. A few small, tiny rock chips on here to be expected. But what I said, I'm not going to copy the big box stores that have 100 locations all around the country. You know what that means? Do the math. That's 100 times the overhead I have. You know how much the dealership costs to run? A lot of money. And imagine having 100 of them. That's why they have to charge $10,000 more per van to keep up with all that overhead. So I said, what I'm going to do, put one location right in the middle of the country, Wichita, Kansas, low cost of living, can keep my prices low. I'm going to offer free shipping in the lower 48 states. That eliminates the problem with distance between our customers and ourselves. And then I'm gonna undercut the competition by $10,000 per vehicle. That way I'm able to help a lot more customers. Our customers save a lot of money, And only ones that lose in the situation is corporate America and the big box stores. And you know what? It doesn't bother me too much when corporate America doesn't win and when the general public does win. So no matter who you buy from, get a video of the VIN number. Small little scratch there inside that door handle. Get a video of the VIN number. Why I say that? The scammers on Facebook Marketplace, they're gonna steal my pictures of this van. They're gonna crop out my sign right here. They're gonna put this van on the internet for $20,000 and try and find some sucker to send them $2,000 to hold it. Folks, they can't hold this van for you. They don't have it. They're trying to scam you. To avoid scams, make sure you get this video. My name is, let me take that key out of there so it's not beeping at us. Hey, my name is Jeremiah Coleman. I own Affordable Mobility Solutions. You bet your backside. I got this vehicle right here in my possession. That's why I'm showing you that VIN number. Get this VIN, get this video, protect yourself. All right, what we do with that VIN number, not only do we run a Carfax on every single one of our vehicles before we purchase it, I highly recommend you do the same. We also go over the Carfax with you, show why I believe in this vehicle, why you can too. This one's just a one owner. I use it as a commercial vehicle. I like the commercial vehicle. It means they've been adult driven. I've been well taken care of. Does have some minor dings in it, minor accidents. I'm going to show those to you. You can see this entire Carfax on our website and no charge to you. Carfax shows no salvage, junk, rebuilt, fire, flood, hail, or lemon brands on the title. They show no total loss. So this is not one of the super risky salvage or rebuilt titles. This is a one owner with a clean title. I show there's never been structural damage. I would not have purchased this vehicle had former frame damage. Airbags have never been deployed. I would not have purchased this vehicle had the airbags gone off, and I will not purchase flood damaged vehicles either. Odometer is accurate. Does show the accident. I'm going to go down here with you. You can see this October 2021. Someone hit the back driver's side. Airbags did not deploy. Functional damage reported. Okay. That sounds like it happened again about a year later, October 2022, literally almost exactly a year later. Someone rear-ended them again. Again, functional damage. Airbags did not go off. I don't know how you miss a vehicle that big and rear-end it, but apparently two people did. I heard both the former sellers told me the sellers told me they had to put a rear bumper on it both times. So folks, it's had a rear bumper, no frame damage, no airbags. And then it does show one more time in April of 23, minor damage to the front passenger side. All right, it says minor damage. Again, I heard that they told me they had to paint the fenders. No frame damage, airbags have never gone off, no flood damage. I don't mind buying a vehicle that's 5, almost 6 years old, that's had a new bumper and a fender painted. You know, it's going to be most used vehicles today, whether you know it or not. They're going to have some minor body work on them, but again, no major issues. If you have any further questions about all this, do let me know. And no matter who you buy from, find them online. Check out their ratings and reviews. That's very important. You know, you go out and buy a $10 sandwich, you look at reviews. So do I. You know, you won't, generally, I won't go anybody below a 4.5 on reviews. If you're going to look at reviews for a $5 to $10 sandwich, you should probably be looking at reviews if you're going to buy a $50,000 wheelchair accessible vehicle, don't you think? Check us out on eBay. 1,762 transactions, 100% positive feedback. That's a great reputation we are very proud of, and we worked very hard for. No matter who you buy from, find them on Google. Check out their reviews. Make sure they are a real company. Make sure they have at least 25 reviews. Some of these scammers can get a fake Google business page up for a couple days, try and scam you. That's why you want to make sure they have at least 25 reviews. And check out our 4.8 out of 5-star reviews. You know, consumers, they're always telling me how they bought from the general public. Hey, if you all buy from the general public, you know nothing about them. You don't know if they jumped that title. If you don't know what that means, look it up. It can hurt you very bad financially. You might not even be able to keep the vehicle. I've been doing this for 13 years. I've been buying and selling vehicles for about 30 years. I won't buy from the general public. It is so darn risky. Or they end up buying from one of these dealers, you know, with 1 and 2 and 3-star reviews, maybe even a low 4. End up, whether it's general public, a private seller, or a low-end dealer, you know, they end up buying a vehicle as a salvage title they weren't told about, flood damage they weren't notified of, you know, major mechanical issues, engine, transmission, electrical. Now that buyer has thousands of dollars in repairs because they wanted to gamble on a big purchase like this. Or they end up buying a vehicle and I see they send the money, the vehicle never shows up, and they get scammed out of $40,000, $50,000. Folks, if you want to roll the dice on a big purchase like this, good luck. If you want 5-star vans with 5-star service from the mobility dealer that has the most 5-star Google reviews of any mobility dealer in the entire country, reach out to us. We're happy to help. All right, back to the van. We do have the one key fob. If you want us to get additional fobs made on your dime, we'd be happy to do so. As I enter inside the van, like I mentioned, it's the black leather interior. It's a little bit of wear there on the seat. If you want any of this fixed on your dime, I can get it done affordably for you as well. Just layout of the back here so you can see just kind of how it looks from this angle. And when I go to start up the van, you can see 103,074 miles. Does have a minor crack there in the plastic, no big deal. It's not going to affect anything, but again, shooting you straight. If I see it, you're gonna know about it. Got your backup camera here as well. Great safety feature on a big vehicle like this. And I'm a non-smoker. I can smell smoke from a mile away. No signs of any smoke or unusual odors in this van. That is why I like the commercial vehicles as well. They don't allow smoking, you know. I have 4 mechanics that work for me. We check all the power mirrors and windows and locks. I'm gonna show you those moving right now. Mirror over there. We check the heat, air, cruise, belts, suspension, tires. Obviously check the tires. We put brand new tires on this vehicle, take that on a road test, replace fluids as necessary. My point is, we don't just wash these and put them out for sale like most sellers do. We go through a very thorough inspection on all our vehicles for many reasons, but 2 of those main reasons are when you take advantage of our free shipping and this vehicle shows up to your business or your home, I want you to say that's exactly the vehicle Jeremiah represented in the video. One of the second reasons is I'm applying for a job right now. This is my resume to you. I'm showing you how thorough we are in everything we do. And look at a lot of these lazy ads out there, 4 or 5 lazy pictures, too cheap to do a $45 Carfax, too lazy to get out here and do a video. What does that say about the seller? What does that say about the vehicle? That tells me that's not someone I want to invest my time and money into. You can say whatever it means to you, it's up to you, but put our resume up next to anybody. You let me know if we've earned the right to be your mobility dealer. Underneath the hood, we got the 3.5 V6 engine. Idle smoothly, no signs of any damage or leaks. And don't be fooled by that V6. It will get up and go. It will pull this van. I'll show you when we get it out on the highway. Underneath the van, very clean. No signs of any bent metal from an accident. No signs of any oil or fluid leaks. No signs of any water damage from being in a flood. You know, that's the number one mistake consumers make when they purchase used vehicles. They assume things. They assume just because it looks good in pictures, they assume it runs and drives good. They assume it's mechanically sound. They assume it's never been in a bad accident or a flood. Folks, that's the most dangerous thing you can do. I frequently see brand new vehicles at auction that have flood damage. You know what happens? These dealers will take on a flood. What they're gonna do is rush this vehicle over to auction and make it someone else's problem, all before that flood hits the Carfax. The reason I'm telling you this, if that can happen with a brand new vehicle, you can only imagine all the crazy things that happen to used vehicles. And I promise you, you can't imagine some of the stuff we've seen before that we have sent back to auction. So what I want you to do, I want you to go check out my competition. I don't care if it's a private seller. I don't care if it's another dealer. I want you to ask yourself, do they show you thousands of reviews online so you know you're dealing with someone honest, reputable, and fair? Do they show you a free Carfax report so you know you're buying a vehicle as a clean title, no major accidents, never been in a flood? They get on their hands and knees and crawl around on the pavement like I am right now and even bother taking a couple pictures, much less a super detailed video front and back of the undercarriage, so you can see no signs of any bent metal from an accident, no signs of any water damage from being in a flood. How about the rooftop? Especially on these taller vehicles. You know how many of these vehicles, probably 1 in 4 that I get in it, the roof is crushed. And with hail damage, or someone's pulled into a low overhang, you know how much more these roofs cost to fix, to repair? About $25,000, folks. But you know what? Most people are too lazy to get up there and show you. So what I'm gonna do, go get on the overpass over here. I'm gonna crawl my behind about 10 feet in the air because I'm going the extra mile. I want you to know exactly what you're getting. So when it comes to price, when it comes to reputation, when it comes to how thorough they are and showing you the exact vehicle you're getting. Sorry I had a customer walk up, but when it comes to price, reputation, and how thorough and transparent they are and showing you the exact vehicle you're getting, please put our resume up next to anybody in the country. I beg you. You tell me what happens if you end up buying a vehicle that you can't get a title for because you're dealing with a shady individual. What happens if the vehicle has a VIN number problem on the title or the vehicle? What if it won't pass inspection in your state because it's got damage to the frame from an accident or flood? In all these cases, and in so many more, if you can't get it registered, if it won't pass inspection, you cannot drive it. This would look great in your front yard because that's all it's going to be good for. So to avoid these problems and so many more, you got to do 4 things before you buy from anybody. First of all, demand a detailed video like this. You're telling me someone's going to ask you to spend $60,000 on a vehicle, but they won't get out and spend 15 minutes on a video? If that's the case, that is a major red flag. This is a major purchase. You're not buying a brand new beach towel off Amazon. This is a big deal. Demand a detailed video. Second, show me the Carfax. Demand a Carfax report. Yeah, Carfax are expensive. They're $45 a pop. You run a couple hundred of those a month. You do the math. But we invest in our vehicles. I want to know what I'm buying before I get them. Due diligence. You know, if someone's going to sell you a $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 vehicle, but they won't spend $45 on a Carfax, another major red flag. Folks, Stop ignoring all these red flags. That's how you get scammed. That's how you get taken advantage of. Take a look at these things before you buy. Speaking of, third thing, get online. Find out who you're buying from. Check out the reputation and reviews. Don't be a lazy buyer. Lazy buyers are the ones that get scammed. Don't be afraid to ask for an ID. That's one quick way to weed out a scammer. Tell them you want their ID. If they tell you their name is Jeremiah Coleman in Wichita, Kansas, their ID better say Jeremiah Coleman in Wichita, Kansas. If it doesn't, that's another major red flag. Finally demand a warranty. What we do, we give you $1,000 cash to use towards an extended warranty. If you're going to use a vehicle for business, driving it all day, every day, what we do is we have a 4-year unlimited mile nationwide warranty, factory type, good bumper to bumper on the vehicle. And what they do, it's $4,900. We cover the first 1,000, only $3,900 to you. That's $2.68 a day. That's the price of a candy bar, folks, to protect your vehicle with unlimited miles. You can afford $2.68 a day to make sure your vehicle stays on the road, make sure it stays safe, make sure it stays profitable and operable. If you're looking for a smaller warranty, maybe you're not going to drive this as much, we also throw $1,000 into those. Let us know how we can help affordably protect your investment long term. Let's get it on the road for a test drive. Okay, the final portion of the video. I always like to get the vehicles out on the highway, give them some gas so you can hear the engine run, feel the transmission shift through all the gears, and whether you take advantage of our free shipping in the lower 48 states, or if you come in and drive this Transit home. We've done our due diligence. We've made sure that it's roadworthy. You see the steering wheel is nice and straight this entire test drive. No unusual vibration or noise. And I'll pop it up to 70 miles an hour, traffic permitting, but runs and drives very nice down the highway. Now do keep in mind, this guy's throwing some rocks. I'm going to back off here a little bit. Clean your trailers off, folks. If you're hauling gravel, you're breaking people's windshields. That's my little tip for the day. But give me some room behind this guy, and then we'll pop it up to 70 miles an hour. And do keep in mind, if you ever do want to come in to visit one of our, look at any of our vehicles, maybe drive one home, we do welcome that, but we 100% require a test drive. An appointment 365 days a year. Why we do that? I do not employ a sales staff here. Sales staff means more overhead, means I have to raise my prices. I like beating the competition by $10,000 per van. So what I need you to do, take 30 to 60 seconds of your life, call us, text us, let us know which vehicle or vehicles you'd like to look at. Let us get organized, prepared, and sit you down for a consultation with a mobility professional, not a used car salesman. Pop up to 70 miles an hour, by the way, runs and drives very nice down the highway. So be sure to make that appointment with us. Help us keep our prices low with no sales staff, low overhead. And do keep in mind, we don't have any hidden fees. So many of these dealers, they put a real nice price online. The goal is to get you to call in so they can get one of the used car salesmen to sink their teeth into you. What they don't tell you about is the $500 administrative fee, the document fee, the tag fee, the freight. You name it, they got a fee for it. You know what they don't have? Free shipping, free Carfax reports, free upgraded tie downs, and $1,000 cash to use towards an extended warranty. So by the time you add up all these hidden fees, you add up the cost of a warranty, maybe some shipping and tie downs, that real nice price you saw online can jump $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 real quick on a vehicle this size. So be sure to ask about those before you buy. Quit falling for all these used car salesman games and gimmicks. It's called the back end. That's how they make money, is on the back end, warranties, add-ons, all these prices. They beat you down, they add on these prices, and people say, oh, well, it's only $18 more a month for 10 years, then I'll do it, So don't fall for that stuff. Ask about that before you buy, or sit back, relax, let me take care of all that for you at no additional charge to you.
For temporary fixes.
Radio works good. I just wanted to show you that. Coming down the ramp, I gave the van a nice hard brake. There's no grinding, no squeaking, no unusual brake noise or vibration, which is all exactly what we're looking for now. If you would like to give us a call or text, now text is by far the fastest way to get a hold of us. That way someone on our staff can see that text come through and respond as soon as possible. The call or text 316-262-VANS. That's 316-262-8267. My name is Jeremiah. I am the owner. That is a direct line to reach out to call or text me. Now, I challenge you to ask the competition if they are dedicated enough to customer service to give you a direct line to the owner of the company. Or do you have to call in and end up in somebody's voicemail, never get a call back, and or maybe you do get that live person and it's that super aggressive, pushy, used car salesman who now has your phone number, gonna call, text you 10 times a day, try and pressure you into making a sale. So if you're like me, sick of being treated like just a number by all these companies out there, and you want to avoid that used car salesman like the plague, give us that call or text. We'll walk you through start to finish, and I promise you, we're gonna sell this Transit, whether you buy it or not. Absolutely zero pressure sales here. And we do have financing available. We're gonna send an application to your phone or email address. If computers aren't your thing, get in touch with us. We're more than happy to take an application over the phone. And yes, we do take trade-ins, even from across the country, whether standard or mobility vehicle. Get in touch with us. I can explain how that works. And reminder, if you'd like to come in, we welcome that. Be sure you make the appointment 365 days a year. There's no, I thought I was in the area, I thought I'd stop by, or flying across the country, just thinking we're gonna be here. Guys, please, gals, please make that appointment with us. We'll get you taken care of, I promise. And if you made it to the end of our video, thank you for hanging in there. Hey, I know it's a long video, but I'm trying to be as thorough as I possibly can. If you'd like to see our entire inventory with detailed videos just like this, one-of-a-kind detailed videos, free shipping, free Carfax reports, never any hidden bogus dealer's fees, and dozens of pictures of every single vehicle so you know exactly what you're getting from the most thorough, transparent, and highly rated mobility dealer in the entire country. Check out our website 24 hours a day at www.mobility316.com. That's mobility316.com. As always, thanks for checking us out at Affordable Mobility Solutions, Mobility 316, where mobility is affordable. Give us that call or text today. I'm gonna go hop on the overpass, show you the roof here, and we'll wrap it up. All right, like I mentioned, final portion of the video, get it out here, get up on the overpass. Standing here about total 10 feet in the air. I want to get up here to show you exactly what you're getting on the rooftop, folks. Like I said, 1 in 4 of these vans I see come from auction, the roof is crushed with damage. You do not want to learn this lesson the hard way. Do not settle for lazy mobility dealers that won't get up here and show you the roof. Yes, it takes a little bit of work, but you definitely want someone to do that, to invest their time into making sure you're getting full transparency. That's why we're the most highest rated and most transparent dealer in the entire country. Check us out at mobility316.com. Have a great day.